It's the ride. People in the place. You know what I'm saying? Put your hands in the air. That's right. Reggie Rockstone. Keep it on. All the girls out there, keep it on. Everybody out there, put it on. Check it out. Reggie Rockstone.
Hi, folks. So this is my selection. You know, I got plenty. I kept calling the brother because every other day I remembered another record. But here we are. Of course, by divine intervention, the first record out of pile happened to be Brother Jackson. Now, this song means so much to me. This whole album means a lot to me, you know. And I remember my mother used to drag me to church with this big old bow tie. And so he made me feel good about myself because, you know, he had one. Anyway, the story behind this next song, I can't help it. It's such a beautiful song. And when I was younger, I was in love with a chick. Her name is Lena Majdu. I don't know if you know, anybody know Kamel Majdu? Hey, Robin, you. Kamel Majdu's sister. And I was so in love with this sister. And we lived in North Kanishi, but we went to school in Soul Clinic. And so I would always get a ride with them, and because they lived in my area. And I had such a crush on this sister that anytime that she would sit in the car, I started to shake. You know? Yeah. And they had this cassette in the car. And every time the song would come on, I would calm the fuck down. Like, I'd be just cool. And so this song stuck with me for so many years. When you play this song, I want you to remember that I don't have a crush on Lena no more, and I don't shake no more. And so when you play this right now, I want you to feel the vibrations of Michael Jackson. Go ahead, y'all.
Heaven is the prize, and I'm so glad I found you. Yeah, you're an angel in disguise.
Okay, so we go here. Anybody know this? Okay. Her name is Debbie. So this is Blondie. And yes, Debbie. And this is Rapture. And for those who know hip-hop, you might know the sample from KRS-One, but, you know, we grew up on the original. Let me tell you how important this white lady is to hip-hop. Yeah. So you might have heard KRS-One. Step into her, ta 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 ta, ta 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 ta. That's Blondie. A white girl has something to do with hip hop and the history. Now this record is so necessary to me because when I was a kid, when they brought me to Africa from the West, we didn't have television like I was watching in the West. So it was a whole bunch of bullshit TV shows, and I just wanted to get the fuck out of here. Right. But you know what we call Hamatan? Right. Now listen to the story now, because I'm going to tell it once. This record came into my life via Hamatan. Okay, TV was black and white in Ghana. And anytime Hamatan hit, some strange reason, the TV would pick up channels from all over the world. I don't know how this shit work, don't ask me. So you could be watching, just flip through the channels, and you see some weird cartoon from some other country, blah, 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 blah. One day, I'm going through the shit. You ever heard of Transtel? Transtel TV? Am I the oldest motherfucker here? Transtel. Transtel TV. And this video comes on. Yes. And I was the only one in the room, and I watched the whole video. In Africa, West Africa, Ghana to be precise. So I knew this record before, you know, it really became KRS-Ones and all of this. So this means a whole lot to me, because I remember listening to this and thinking how fly this record was. And it would later jump into hip hop. So Hamatan, hip hop, and the white lady. That sounded good, right? That sounded so dope.
This is Bob James.
Bob James is a very humble little white man, and everybody loved Uncle Bob James. And he's another person who would allow hip-hop artists to sample his music. Good guy. And you would still pay though, but you know, he would let you. And so many prolific, iconic hip-hop artists used Uncle Bob's music.
This sample became really popular with hip-hop via Rakim, I think. But it might be Peter Piper. I'm not sure. It's Peter Piper, right? Okay, Run DMC.
This is a classic sample. Now, when this comes on, Watty, give it to them.
Now Peter
Piper,
pick
peppers,
but run rock,
rhyme,
Humpty
Dumpty,
fell
down,
That's his art.
time,
Jackie,
nimble,
what?
nimble,
and he was
quick,
but jam,
master,
mud,
faster, Jackson,
Let's
JD.
go.
Now little Bo Peep.
One of my favorite album covers here, Run DMC, but this is the greatest collection.
You see this here? You can see this from a mile away, because you know this logo so well. Oh, you blind? Thought that was the Ray Charles up here. Can you see this? Oh, see, we got a bigger version. Look. You see this now? Right. Run DMC. Now, I don't need to tell you too much about Run DMC. You already know. You know, these are the kins. You look at my hat right now, you know what I represent. I wore the Adidas with no laces. I did all that bullshit. But I was also very privileged to have met them. I jumped on their tour bus, yes, with a brother called Shinehead. You know Shinehead? Yes, I was talking to Shinehead, and you know, they pulled up, and as he walked to the car, I just followed him. And lo and behold, here I was sat before Run DMC. Yes, no phone cameras back then, none of that shit. So for all you know, I could be lying, but you ain't got no proof. So take it.
Goddamn, that DJ made my day like the
Next record, all Suki now.
There's no way, no how. Man, my father used to rock this when I used to ride shotgun with him. Of course, Curtis Mayfield.
Yeah, the pimp in me.
I used to love. As a kid, I used to love looking at the pictures in the back.
Superfly, Curtis Mayfield. May he rest in peace. One of the coolest to ever. Did you know that he would allow people to sample him? You know how people kick a fuss when you sample them? Curtis would let people sample his music. So he done so much for hip hop. Give a hand for this man. For real. Curtis Mayfield. Now, this story is a different one. See, my father, for those who don't know who my father is, My father is the legendary fashion designer. His name is Ricky Saint Osei. You can look him up. He is the reason why you got patch jeans today. My father invented the patch jeans. Made clothes for Richard Pryor, Dinah Ross, Isaac Hayes, all of these folks. My father did that. So yes, you fucking with the best. Right. And my father had this record. Now, first of all, it wasn't so much about the music, it was about this cover. This dude used to bug me the fuck out. Like, he all in white with a perm, okay? Got the James Bond, you know, because we Simon Templar. 007, all of the Saint. This dude was the Black Bond, but with a pimp perm. And he always intrigued me with the white shoes. You know, I sometimes dress like this. You know, not today you got me in this. And so it went from the cover, and then it went to the music. Now, this song, Superfly. I'm not gonna speak on it. Just play the music and let the music speak to them. You gotta put on your glasses for this one. Ice-T sampled this, right? Right, yeah. I'm your pusher.
Yo, it's time for me to pump up the volume. No problem, the record's revolving. Evil's the mixer, I'm the rap trickster.
Now, this was the album cover that got everybody hard. This was the one. I mean, there's two of them. There's another one where when you turn the back, he got Darlene in a badass swimsuit and a shotgun behind her back. You can get more gangster than that.
Make some noise for Brother Curtis Mayfield. And that was Ice-T. Yes, the type you drink.
Right there.
Okay, this is Sister Sledge.
About a week ago, I'm on the phone to the legendary Jeffrey Daniel from Shalimar. And yeah, these are my bragging rights. You know, I'm on What's Up with him.
Fine sisters, look. They're beautiful.
Now, there's a song on here called He's the Greatest Dancer. And word is that the song was written about Mr. Jeffrey Daniel. If you don't know who Mr. Jeffrey Daniel is, go look him up. But this is definitely...
So the story why I chose this record is because a friend of mine, Franklin, may he rest in beautiful peace, when we were younger, he had sisters, fine sisters. And yeah, and we were much younger. And so, you know, I used to go over to his house to play. And because he had a lot of beautiful sisters, a lot of Negroes went over there, you know, looking for these beautiful sisters. Anyway, one afternoon, I'm in the back of the house. I'm playing around, and I can hear sex noises. Right. Yeah, you guessed right. They fucking, right? So one of them is in the room with this dude. So I go and I peep. And we young. And listen, I wonder why. You crazy. And so they are having sex. And I am fucking excited as shit. So I fucked up, ran and called my friend, whose sister that is. I said, I wonder why I did that. So I said, Frankie, come look. So Frankie come, and I never forget the look on his face. That was his sister getting balled the fuck out. And I'm stood there excited, and Franklin's face melted off his, this dude just stood there like, and he started crying. And I'm like, you little punk, you know. But today, I understand. May he rest in peace. And every time I hear the song, you know why it reminded me? Because that's the song that was playing in the room. That's the reason why. Sister Sledge, go ahead.
He looks like a steal. That man is dressed to kill. Oh, wow. He's the greatest dancer.
Okay, we have another story, and I hope, don't tell me no wild shit about how, you know, you got caught jerking off to Sister Sledge or some shit, man.
So in 1997, I booked Sister Sledge to Berlin for a disco party, and back then I had I had a partner. We did like parties, and Gabriel, he was Philip, so we were the PGs, and we were doing like 70s disco parties, like BGs, PGs, and we were like PGs disco. So we booked them. We had a great party. They performed all the classic hits, and 1 year later, they came to Berlin for a concert, and back then it was still okay. Like I was like wearing like a
Afro wig, yeah, 70s, yeah.
And they saw us in the audience, and when this song "He's the Greatest Dancer" came on, they brought us on stage, and we had to like dance for them. And yeah, so I was on stage with Sister Sledge, and like we became friends. And whenever they came to Germany, they called us. We took them out. We had a great time, and
Wow.
really like nice.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm the greatest dancer.
Now, this next record changed my whole perception on hip hop.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Black, it's time. Word. It's timing. It's time, man. All right.
Okay. So this next record here, if you know your hip hop, I know you know this one. This here is Lil Nas. Now, see, this album cover is iconic because, you know, up until this time, nobody was putting their baby pictures or their young pictures on rap covers. And I think after him, if I'm correct, Biggie Smalls would do the same thing. And that, you know, caused a little bit of friction. But one passed away and one is still here. Shout out to Biggie Smalls.
And I remember I was on the Iron Horse. I was moving from Flatbush, and this had just come on, and I was on the train. And this is real talk. A bunch of brothers and sisters on the train. Some got on their headphones, and just by coincidence, almost like 4 or 5 people were listening to the same album. Yep. And if you know it, it's Brother Nas.
Now, the reason why this record is so special to me is because I would say Kool G Rap, Rakim. Up until Rakim, I hadn't really heard anyone paint pictures with words that strong. Not since Grandmaster Flash, The Message. Yeah, don't push me, you know. And this dude popped out of nowhere. In fact, I knew of him from a brother, Large Professor, from Main Source, and he put him on live at the barbecue. And then I didn't hear from him, and then the next time I heard was this. Now, when this dude came out, I was in Zoo York, not New York, Zoo York, and this record had such an effect on New York, it was unbelievable. And when you play this record, it puts you in a hip hop mood. And so, yeah, so you know, you know how that go. I got the beat on. I'm ready. All right.
Go 5 mics in the source.
5 mics on the source. Let's go.
Whenever frustrated, I'm a hijack Delta and the PJs.
You know.
Tape plays, bullets are strays, young bitches is braids. Each block is like a maze full of black rats trapped. Plus the Allen is packed. From what I hear in all the stories, when my peoples come back,
niggas don't
I'm
make it
living
back.
where the nights is jet black. The fiends fight to get crack. I just max. I dream I can sit back.
Lyrics.
Like Capone with drug strips on.
See me out here. We do it with the magic, from Accra to Addis, all around the globe, and everybody know, yeah, I got that microphone. I can't wait till I see Rockstone. What a swear. My man just walked in when I said his name. Come on, roll. We don't do it for the fame. We do it to add the greatness to the name. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, he's tripped out, and he's tipped out. I gotta open up for the stretch it up, stretch it up. Are we doing this? Oh, no. I'm opening up for Reggie. Oh. I can't remember if I can still rap. A little bit. Nah, I'm serious though. I can't remember. For real?
Okay, now if you're into hip hop, you should know this here. Yep. Chic. Got it? Yeah. Rapper's Delight. Good Times.
Here's another hip hop classic, but this is the original of the classic. DJ Kofi, you ready? All right, let's hit them.
So this is the rap version. This is Rapper's Delight. Now back in the day, if you know, all B-boys, if you saw a record cover that had this logo on there, you knew it was about you. Sugar Hill.
My man, Low, it's on you. So what you gonna do? You go on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
All right. So listen, I see that one touched you. And that's really good.
I have a story with the song.
Okay, quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. My man has a story to tell about this record. So let's listen to.
Actually, this is a signed album.
Oh shit! Oh shit! He's right. This dude got it signed.
So I booked the Sugar Hill Gang like 20 years ago to Berlin. Almost like 20 years ago, I booked them to Berlin to perform at my party. We did the sound check with a live band.
Whoa!
They were back with a live band, and at the sound check, one of the guys, Big Hank,
yeah,
had a heart attack.
Whoa! This story deep.
At the venue, we had to bring him to a hospital. The rest of the gang performed at night. He was for 2 weeks in Berlin, in Germany, in a hospital
with a heart attack.
Yeah, and he survived, but later he died. Like a couple of years ago, later he died. I mean, this was the first
cool.
hip hop track in.
This is a classic. Wow. See now, if he listen, you know I'm gonna tell this story, but I'm gonna own it, right? Yeah. I mean, first of all, this story, it fits me better than you. So, you know, I'll take the story and I'll tell it. But, you know, I change the story and I say he died on that day and how... In Ghana. And, yeah, in my arms. Okay, see? He's so Ghanaian. He's adding more Ghanaian flavor to the shit. Yep. Damn, that's one hell of a story. And here he has his signed record. Yeah, man. Make some noise for Sugar Hill Gang.
Without a care, with the short shot MCs for the affair. Now I'm not as tall as the rest of the gang.
Party people, can yo get funky? Suicide and folks, can yo get funky? The Zulu Nation, can yo get funky? Yeah, just hit me. Just taste the funk and hit me. Just get on down and hit me.
Being that I'm a B-boy, you know, this is a classic. Africa Bam and his crew, Planet Rock, the Soul Sonic Force. Need some body pop to that.
Wow. L-O-B-E. The Soul Sonic Force.
This next record, boy, these album covers, they get cornier by the second. You know what I mean?
And of course, My man, my mellow, Bill Withers. You can't do without Bill Withers.
Make some noise for Wafa, Bill Withers. This man has given us so much good music. And, you know, my father used to play his stuff back to front. Now, this record I'm about to play, who is he and what is he to you? So, I used to really be into this sister. Let's go. And she was into me. You missed the beat. And a very good friend of mine, you missed the beat again.
Sorry, I was on a different rhythm, sorry.
Fucked her. You can hit that again. Right. And so, of course, I had the blues. And so, anytime that I would hear the song, I wanted to kill this motherfucker. Go ahead. Let it go.
A man we passed.
And you gotta listen to the lyrics.
Just tried to stare me down. And when I looked at you, you looked at the ground. I don't know.
All right, make some noise.
But I think that you do.
That was a very short and precise story. Yes. Kill the motherfucker.
Best trained, best educated, best equipped, best prepared troops refuse to fight.
Yeah, boy.
Matter of fact, it's safe to say that they would rather switch.
Okay, so this record, every time I hear this record, this movie, one of the greatest movies ever, Spike Lee, Do the Right Thing. If you haven't seen this movie, I suggest you go see this movie.
It's a hip-hop classic, right? New edition, I'm throwing it in because, you know, we all, it's a little fruity, but we jumped into it, you know. But Candy Girl did it was kind of like a cross between hip hop, like the way R&B have rappers. This was the beginning for me.
You know Bobby Brown, right? What, you know all the names? Bobby, Ricky, you know all the names? Nobody know all their names. Bobby Brown. Damn. Ricky and Mike. Bobby. Ralph. Yep. Come on, Amma. You should know. You know. Ralph. Bobby. Belle Biv DeVoe, yeah. Belle Biv DeVoe. Vivian. Oh, Johnny Gill. Johnny No having skills, Jill Gill. Yeah. All right, we rock. One big push for all mankind. Ain't nothing to it. I just go ahead and do it.
Say what?
Make some noise for Jungle Brothers.
Come on, Sam.
Okay. See, Sister Arita. Jungle Brothers. Very very special.
From the motherland.
Reason is, Jungle Brothers are the reason why I came back home. Yep. I was backstage, Subterranea, Moni Love, she was dating one of the Jungle Brothers. I'm backstage, I overhear a conversation. One of the members talking to Moni Love. He said, we're going to Africa. I said, wait, hold up, what part of Africa? He said, Ghana. I said, whoa, that's where I'm from. I haven't been home for years. I'm in the cut, PLZ. So he says, there's a movement called Panafest. Panafest. And that is what got me to Ghana, because I'm like, oh, they're going to my country? Hip-hop must be blowing up here. So I came home for Panafest, and here I am, still stood here talking shit. Yeah, still here. Okay, so this is the last record.
This is brother Carl Douglas. And this is everybody's Kung Fu fighting.
Everybody was Kung Fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning.
As you know, I'm a martial artist. I grew up on this, but my father tells me a horrible story of how he got ripped off crazy behind this hit. But it was indeed a classic worldwide from Africa everywhere.
It's pretty obvious I am not drinking, because if you know me, you know I'd be throwing them back by now. I do envy you, and I smell the cigarette smoke, and you're going to hell. Yes, you are. But this record, you see this? Right, it's not Hong Kong Phooey, no it's not. This is my man Carl Douglas, and he made one of the biggest records. You might know this. It's called Kung Fu. Whoa, 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 whoa. You know that one, right? Yeah. And if you know my history, I'm not just a b-boy. I'm also a martial artist. So for me, a record like this was the soundtrack to my life. Let's hit it again. And you know, the fucked up part about this record, my father used to tell me all the time. He says, this man got ripped off so bad. He got ripped off so bad. He don't make no money off of this record. They pimped his ass, threw him out. No Kung Fu. Come on, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody was Kung Fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. Make sure you have expert timing. Kung Fu fighting.
Give it up for my man, my mellow. Without him, none of this shit would have happened. Make sure. Yeah. We'll be back.
Everybody was Kung Fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening, but they fought with expert timing. There were funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown. They were chopping their on. We took a bow and made a stand. Started swaying with the hand. A sudden motion made me skip. Now we're into a brand new trip. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Huh. Those kids were fast as lightning. Huh. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. Huh. But they did it with expert timing. Huh. Oh yeah. Huh. Keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on. Sure, everybody was kung fu fighting. Huh. Those kids were fast as lightning. Huh. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. Huh. Make sure you have expert timing. Lord. Kung fu fighting. Hands and feet, fast as lightning. Keep on, keep on, keep on. Yeah, yeah. A man we passed just tried to stare me down. And when I looked at you, you looked at the ground. I don't know who he is, but I think that you do. Dadgummit, who is he and what is a he to you? I have something in my heart and in your eye. Tells me he's not someone just passing by. And when you cleared your throat, was that your cue? Dadgummit, who is he and what is a he to you?